Coming up on LUTV News, a body was found along a highway in Washington, Missouri. We have more on the story.
Plus, a nightclub shooting in Iowa leaves 2 people dead and about 10 hospitalized. Find out more on what happened.
And Ukraine's president claims that tens of thousands of Ukraine citizens are dead in Mariupol.
Those stories and more ahead on LUTV News. Welcome to this edition of LUTV News. I'm Mason Goffey.
And I'm Ethan Hannaford.
2 St. Louis women are dead after a wrong-way crash in Madison County, Illinois. Illinois State Police says 30-year-old Wandria Pickett and 32-year-old Tiana McCoy were both killed in the crash. Authorities say the crash happened in the northbound lanes of Interstate 55 after 4 a.m. They say the 2020 Toyota Camry the women were driving was headed south in the northbound lanes of the interstate. Police say the driver of a tractor-trailer hit the car head-on. Authorities say the truck driver was taken to the hospital but is expected to be okay. Police are still investigating the crash.
A body is found lying in a ditch along Highway 21 in Washington County, Missouri on Sunday. Police say that an autopsy has been scheduled for the man. They say they still are working on figuring out who he is. Authorities also say there is not a cause of death or motive. Police are still investigating the situation.
A 15-year-old boy is shot in North St. Louis City on Sunday. Police say the teen was shot in the leg in the 5800 block of Ferris Avenue near Goodfellow a little before 2 a.m. Police say the boy is alive and was taken to the hospital. No other information has been released.
One of the top prosecutors in St. Louis will be facing a disciplinary hearing that could result in her losing her law license and office. Circuit Attorney Kim Gardner will be in front of an ethics panel on Monday morning. Gardner is accused of concealing evidence in a 2018 case involving former Governor Eric Greitens. The ethics panel says that Gardner also didn't correct the false statements that her private investigator and others made regarding the case. She is denying the allegations. The Missouri Supreme Court will decide if Gardner should be punished and the severity of the punishment.
A Franklin County woman who pleaded guilty to her involvement in the January 6th Capitol riot is to be sentenced today. 22-year-old Emily Hernandez is expected to receive a 45-day sentence as part of a plea deal. Hernandez still faces charges for a fatal wrong-way crash on I-44 in January after authorities say she was drunk driving. Hernandez surrendered to federal authorities last January after she stole part of a sign from House Speaker Nancy Pelosi's office. According to the affidavit, the value of the sign is just under $900.
Arnold police are looking for a Kentucky woman who left her motel room on Saturday and never returned. 47-year-old Kimberly Myers was reported missing at 11 p.m. from the Quality Inn and Suites in Arnold. Myers drives a 2013 gray Chrysler 300. Police also say her license plate was last read in North St. Louis just before 11 on Sunday morning. Myers is 5 feet 11 inches tall with brown hair. She was last seen wearing a pink sweater and blue jeans. The Arnold Police Department is asking folks to call them if anyone sees Myers or her car.
Straight ahead on LUTV News, President Joe Biden will announce new gun regulations on ghost guns.
That story and more right here. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky announces that tens of thousands of citizens are dead in Mariupol. Russian forces are preparing for what is expected to be a large and more focused push on expanding control in the eastern and southern parts of Ukraine. The shift in military strategy comes after a failure to capture the capital city of Kyiv. President Zelensky accused Russia of targeting and destroying Ukraine's infrastructure, including nearly 300 hospitals, and warned tens of thousands of Russian forces are being readied for the next offensive.
A Cedar Rapids nightclub shooting early Sunday morning leaves 2 dead and about 10 more hospitalized in Iowa. A man and a woman were shot and killed after what police are being called a targeted attack. Authorities say there was more than one shooter, but they don't know exactly how many. They say they fired between 1 to 2 dozen shots in the Taboo nightclub. Police say as many as 150 people were inside the nightclub around 1 a.m. on Sunday morning. The investigation is ongoing. President Joe Biden will announce regulations on so-called ghost guns on Monday. Ghost guns are untraceable firearms that are typically made with at-home kits. The new gun regulations will allow the government to track them by requiring background checks before purchase and would require people who sell ghost gun parts to be licensed. The Justice Department previously launched a national ghost gun enforcement initiative that will train prosecutors to help bring cases against those who use ghost guns to commit crimes. Ghost guns have been used in multiple recent shootings, including the shooting at Maryland High School in January.
Maryland lawmakers expand who can perform abortions after overriding Governor Larry Hogan's veto. The overridden bill originally only allowed physicians to perform abortions. However, now nurse practitioners, midwives, and physicians' assistants can all perform abortions in the state of Maryland. The vote occurred on Saturday and resulted in a landslide. The final vote for Maryland House members was 90 to 46 in favor and 29 to 15 for state members. A Texas district attorney says he will dismiss a murder charge against a woman who authorities say had a self-induced abortion. Starr County Sheriff's Officer says Lizelle Herrera was indicted on a murder charge after, quote, intentionally and knowingly causing the death of an individual by self-induced abortion. The district attorney says that Herrera cannot and should not be prosecuted for the allegations against her. The district attorney also says that Herrera did not commit a crime act under the Texas law.
U.S. troops cannot be discharged if they test positive for HIV. A federal district judge ruled this month that service members cannot be barred from becoming an officer just because they are infected with the virus. Authorities say this case comes after the Air Force tried to discharge several service members along with the sergeant in the D.C. Army National Guard, who was denied a position in the Judge Advocate General Corps. Advocates say it's one of the strongest rulings in years for people living with HIV.
It's a gloomy day out right now and expect to see some storms later on in the week. Find out more about that storm when we come back. Let's take a look at the current weather conditions. In the Northwest region, they are currently seeing some cloudy skies with the possibility of some rain showers later on Monday afternoon and into Tuesday. The Midwest is currently seeing lots of rain and will continue to see some rain in the middle of the week, but expect it to clear up near the end of the week. And in the Southeast, they are seeing some beautiful summer weather, but we'll see the same rainy weather the Midwest is currently seeing later on in the week. Taking a look at our local map, we are seeing lots of rain showers consistently across the area. St. Charles is 53 degrees. Maryland Heights is also the same at 53. St. Louis is the warmest in the area at just 2 degrees warmer at 55. Moving over to the west, in O'Fallon it is 53 degrees and St. Peter's is 54 degrees. Taking a look at the 5-day forecast, Monday we will be seeing some rain showers with a high of 57 and low of 44. Tuesday we will see a break in the rain with partly cloudy skies and a high of 76 and a low of 66. Wednesday we will see the same rain again with the high being 73 and low of 38. There will also be a chance of strong thunderstorms with damaging winds and large hail with a possibility of tornadoes in some areas. The rest of the week will look a lot better, with it being sunny on Thursday with a high of 63 and a low of 42. And for Friday, it will be mostly sunny with a high of 67 and a low of 43. That's all for LUTV weather. I'm Gavin Anderson. Back to you, Ethan.
A fire broke out at Missouri's First Capitol building in St. Charles on Sunday evening. The St. Charles fire captain says the fire started around 5:30 p.m. When fire crews arrived at the scene, they say smoke was coming from a small crawl space in the back of the building. Fire crews say that they were able to get the blaze under control very quickly. Authorities are still looking into what caused the fire. The building served as the first Capitol when Missouri received statehood in 1821.
Select lanes will be reopening on I-44 at Big Bend on Monday. This stretch of road has been shut down since last Friday. The lanes are expected to be reopened by around 5 a.m. But one lane in each direction and Big Bend will remain closed until August, when MoDOT is expected to be done. MoDOT says that the bridge was built in 1967 and it is cheaper to rebuild it than to keep fixing it.
The Cardinals are set to face off with the Pirates after a disappointing showing on Sunday. Stick around to hear about how the game went down. The Cardinals are at 2 wins and 1 loss so far in their season after falling to the Pittsburgh Pirates 9-4 on Sunday at home. The Cardinals managed 3 runs in the first inning, with outfielder Dylan Carlson hitting another double for the 3rd game in a row. Third baseman Nolan Arenado gave the team its next 2 runs with his 2nd home run of the season. Pirates infielder Michael Chavis hit a grand slam to allow Pittsburgh to take the lead in the 3rd inning. The Cardinals face off with the Kansas City Royals in St. Louis Tuesday night at 6:45 p.m. Number 1 ranking golfer 25-year-old Scottie Scheffler earned his green jacket after winning the Masters tournament this weekend. This is Scheffler's 4th PGA Tour victory after taking his first win just 2 months ago. Scheffler putt home on the 18th green to finish 3 shots ahead of his opponent to earn the victory. Going home with Scheffler is the Masters green jacket and the $2.7 million winner's purse from the tournament. U.S. Olympic figure skater Alyssa Liu is retiring at the age of 16. Liu took to the ice for the Beijing Winter Olympics in February. She announced the decision on Instagram, saying she feels satisfied with how her skating career went. She was the youngest of Team USA individual skaters during the Olympics and finished 8th after the short program and 7th in the long program. The Lindenwood roller hockey team are Division I national champions after winning 7-2 against Slippery Rock University. The Lions outshot their opponents 33-11, with goalie Jacob Robinson stopping 9 of the 11 pucks from reaching the goal in Saturday's match. The Lions defeated number 4 seed Bethel University earlier in the day at the semifinals. The national title is the 11th so far for the Lions and their first time earning the title since 2014. Speaking of national championships, the Lindenwood cheer and dance teams are bringing 3 national championships home after competing in Daytona this weekend. The cheerleaders took 3 group performances to Daytona, with the Lionettes team taking 2. The advanced large co-ed and small co-ed cheer teams both earned national titles on Friday. The intermediate co-ed cheer team placed 2nd in the semifinals before earning 3rd in the finals. The Lionettes took 1st place with their jazz routine for Lindenwood's 3rd national title of the season. The team also places 2nd for their hip-hop routine. That's all for sports. I'm Mallory Vasquez. Back to you, Ethan.
Johnny Depp's 2nd defamation case against Amber Heard is underway currently in Virginia. After losing in a UK court in 2020, actor Johnny Depp gets another chance to try to refute allegations that he abused his ex-wife and actress Amber Heard. Depp sued Heard in 2019 over an op-ed she wrote in the Washington Post, where she claimed that she has become a public figure on representing domestic abuse. The piece did not mention Depp's name, but the actor stated in court that it clearly referred to their relationship and that his reputation and career have been ruined as a result. The trial is expected to last 6 weeks and will begin with jury selection. All proceedings will also be televised.
The woman who typed the list that saved hundreds of lives dies in Israel. She was 107. Mimi Reinhardt was a secretary in Oskar Schindler's office that saved Jews from extermination by Nazi Germany. She worked for Schindler's office during the latter half of World War II. Schindler's List saved over 1,200 Jews by employing them at his factories. Reinhardt's son Whiteman says after the Schindler's List film popularity, she became a celebrity, which he says, quote, pumped another 15 years into her life. That's it for this edition of LUTV News. I'm Mason Goffey.
And I'm Ethan Hannaford. Thanks for joining us.